Do you wish to know the real life of that person who always stands before you in church to lead praise and worship? Did you know there are Christians who choose to attend a specific church service because of the way the choir or worship team sings? Have you asked yourself how much it takes for a choir to sing well? Have you asked yourself what it takes a given choir member to lead that solo perfectly? Let's talk about the music director who prepares them. A music director of a choir will sit somewhere before practice to go through what he or she is going to train. In most cases, musicians choose morning hours when they are fresh to organize and go through the practice sessions alone. What most Christians miss is that church music directors start preparing for choir practice during normal working hours. Therefore, they are working. In Uganda, the choir music director is expected to come for choir practice after grasping and mastering all the 4 voices of the song he is going to train. Take for example, if he is going to train 3 songs, that means he has to come for practice with the 12 different melodic lines. Regardless of whether he or she reads music or not, that individual practice before meeting the whole team is mandatory. During choir practice time, which is often evening time around 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., after people have been exhausted from a day's work, a well-prepared musician comes to train tired minds of singers. The director ends up repeating the same melodic line over and over again before it is grasped by a given voice, and yet he has to repeat the same process for each of the 4 voices. At the end of practice, the director is exhausted. Some directors become tough and easy to get annoyed. The frustration that comes with repetition is almost mind-torturing. It takes a lot of patience, dedication, and love to teach and train tired minds. Practice normally ends without achieving the target. What most church music directors and choir trainers in Uganda do not know is that they use their most valuable time when the mind is fresh to prepare for a choir training that takes course during a time frame when people are tired. They actually use working hours and energy to prepare for a free or an underpaid service. The few are financially appreciated for the hours they spend training and teaching choirs, are given peanuts, and no one will ever think of the precious productive time they spend preparing for choir, while the rest of the community is out there doing their earning businesses. Music directors are investing working time to bring people closer to God through music. Therefore, they have either taken a vow of poverty to serve their communities, yet they have daily personal expenses like any other person. The musicians who have set up side businesses to help cater for their household income and needs are not paying enough attention to these businesses because they are divided between the music they have to prepare and their businesses. In the long run, these side projects fail. All the music director gives up on the choir he is training to focus on his business. Finally, to that Christian out there, instead of being the Christian who points fingers at church musicians as failures, do something to improve their socio-economic literacy and status.